over the head a little bit. Oh, I'm dying. It hurts. Sorry. No! Oh, no. Oh, he dropped his phone. Allegedly broke AO3. Yes, I am talking about heat waves. It's been featured in articles by Vice and Polygon. It became the most popular fic on AO3 with the most hits. In terms of kudos, it's second only to the I Am Groot fanfic. There's tons of fan art and other fan works dedicated to it. And if you're in any sort of Dream SMP fan space, heat waves is bound to make an appearance. After I made a few videos about Minecraft YouTube and the Dream SMP, a lot of fans reached out to me and as a self-proclaimed fanfiction aficionado, I'm just super excited to see what the hype is about. Why not read Heat Waves and give you guys my thoughts along the way? I'm going to read the entire fanfic in one sitting, all 50,000 words of it. That's roughly equivalent to 165 pages apparently. And I'll throw out some commentary as I read. Read this as though they're just solely characters. I'm usually pretty particular when it comes to fanfiction I like to read, but I fully acknowledge that this is not a published piece of work, and I'm only going into this as an endeavor of curiosity. I'm not going to be nitpicking or being too critical. I just want to read. I remember I read the summary for this briefly when I was going through my Dream SMP deep dive. Back then, it didn't really call out to me, but I'm reading it again, and I actually am kind of digging the style of it. The attention to detail, the accumulating enough sweat in his boxers to stick to his chair for much longer than any man should. Oh yeah, are my streams not interesting enough for you, Dream? God damn! Tried to airbend a breeze in here. Hot air started to seep into Dream's soul. That follows when he removes his hands from a steaming coffee mug. Their conversations radiate with the warmth of both the Florida night and the English sunrise. I'm a sucker for good descriptions, so I'm not opposed to this so far. Warm pillow to a cold pile of sand. Moon-soaked hand. I like that. The classic, oh, the scenery is so beautiful around us. Looks over, but you're more beautiful. Pale moonlight makes George's skin glow, a soft porcelain, pink lips pressed together, and a delicate brush stroke. The word bubbles up from deep in Dream's chest, winding into his bloodstream and landing gracefully in his head. Beautiful. Oh, buy on. Here, it isn't a joke. Dream feels his face grow hot. Knock it off, this is serious. George looks at him earnestly. I'm being serious. Now that his arm is drooped protectively over George's small frame. Ooh, we got a bit of a size difference in here now. The fear inside him slowly begins to ebb away into fondness. I don't even ship this, but I might by the end of this fic. He's being unmasked. Oh my god. Oh, what if I kissed you right now? He murmurs, heart racing. How honest would that be? Gosh, this is so tender. Dream parts his lips to say something, anything, and promptly wakes up. Yeah, gosh, that kiss though makes my heart warm. Chapter 2, Checkmate. Dream has to face the consequences of his nightmare and listens to his song. Jesus, the grip Dream has locked into his dirty blonde hair is barbaric enough to rip out the roots. What was George doing in his nightmare? Why did it make him feel so safe and warm and wanted? Why, good God, did he kiss him? He could feel the liberation still coursing through his blood, heart pounding, skin tingling where George's hands had been. The heat trickles down his back. Could it be you're feeling heat waves, Dream? That is the most elegant way to say you have a boner. I wonder if that's going to be a motif later on. The Purple Martin. He checks the time, 8:05 a.m. Disgusting. Maybe that's why he showed up Dream Bargains. The last person I thought of before going to sleep. Yeah, sure, honey. Just that, nothing else. I hasn't felt a connection to a person like this in a long time. Oh, shoot! Samnat laughs. That might be the first time you've admitted that George is better than you at something. That's not true, George says. Dream is honest with me. Bum, bum, bum. All the air in Dream's lungs rushes out in one breath. I know honesty is important to you. George's teasing voice echoes in his mind. He remembers how it felt to kiss him, to touch him. How honest would that be? He glances at George's avatar with his stupid little glasses. Oh, he's down bad. Dream grins. You can dish it out all you want, but the second I turn it around, yeah, that's so true, Sapnap says. George gets so uncomfortable. I don't, George says, sounding uncomfortable. You do! It's okay, Dream says. He feels the pinpricks of warmth in his chest. The words rise up faster than he can temper, laced with soft honey. You're so cute. The call falls silent. I should really start muting you, George says. He sounds normal. Embarrassed, but normal. He didn't hear it. And shine through his skin and voice, Dream reaches his hand up to his own face and traces over his lips gently where George had kissed him. Guys, this is heckin' chapter 2, and it's already kind of destroying me. I'm not gonna make it to chapter 12. Oh, good lord. Okay, so Dream Snapchats George, and it's a photo of the sandwich, but Dream had added a text that read, "Bet you wished it was my face, didn't you?" He's flooded with anticipation instead of the humored confidence he normally feels. His pulse races. Maybe he shouldn't have sent that. George is blushing, Sapnap calls, cackling. Dream's heart soars. I'm not! You're so dumb, George says. It's just his breakfast, chat. Calm down. We are all chat in this scenario. What the actual frick is happening? The sandwich looks good, but I bet you look better, George texts. Does George really think that, even without knowing what he looks like? Dream tries to ignore the low warmth it gives him. Little webs stretching out in his mind, connecting his emotions to George's friendship. Oh no! Please, Dream, help me. He laughs. What am I supposed to do? Distract George? I don't know. It hits him all of a sudden how bad he wants to meet him in person. The thought alone, I had a dream about you. Dream blurts. That'll do it. He'd been surprised by George's immediate reaction and feels a faint flicker of hope. Hope? Hope for what? He wipes the look off his face. Nothing, he assures himself. He hopes for nothing. And there goes the angst. Ooh, the heat wave, the symbolism. I wonder, this is a tentative prediction, that the heat wave will go away as Dream and George realize their feelings for each other. And wow, it's symbolism. It's a metaphor of their feelings for each other because they're all hot and bothered. Oh, he used Dream's real name. That's how we know that it's getting intimate. You know, George says finally, you were once in a dream I had too. Ooh. Chapter 3, Fairness. For a moment, a heat as strong as burning coals begins to smoke inside his skull. He has to know what George's dream was about. Why hadn't he told him about it before? He recoils from the ferocity of his own thoughts. Oh, okay, Dream seriously has no chill with his teasing. I owe you something. Dream gently strokes the embers. Dream's heart races. You love me, he mutters. Come on now. Oh, God. Oh, no. You know, I think I won't tell you. That's a much better punishment for you being mean to me. Oh, a punishment? Dream repeats, unable to stop himself from laughing again. Okay, even if it's just a slow burn, this teasing, it's making it feel like a raging inferno. Oh, his cheeks are warm and flesh red. He feels himself slipping deeper into the place that keeps calling his name. It feels something like desire. It feels something like a challenge. It feels so familiar. The line between a joke and a confession becoming obscurely blurred. It isn't fair, is it? It's just a joke, bro. ... Or is it? Gosh, all this flirting! He wants to keep me sweaty, he texts. He watches George's icon appear, lurk, then type, yes. Dream stares at his phone, maybe over George's head. I like you better that way, George adds. Frickin' heck. His stomach drops and immediately shuts off his phone. By Jove. He can throw as many sleazy lines at George as he wants, with or without intent to kill. But this, the low feeling stirring in his stomach, the burning in his face, his mind rewiring for the 14th time today, all because George happens to toss back. He leaves the room. Unfair. He drinks 4 glasses of water in 2 minutes. Cruel. Back to his room and grab his phone. Downright criminal. The flirting is fake until it's not, everyone. He's furious with his own mind as much as he's addicted to the idea of returning to it. Maybe we should talk about some stuff soon, Sapnap had texted. Oh, he knows. He's well aware of what's happening. Dream's throat tightens. Do the melodic words sink into George's skin the same way they consume his? Does he think about the song when he feels the lightest graze of sweat trickle down his back? When he's lying in bed on the phone with his best friend, fighting back the urge to say, I can't stop thinking about you. ... What? Did he say that out loud? I said I can't stop thinking about it too, he lies quickly. Smooth save, dude. Are you in bed? Yeah, George says slowly. Why? Nothing, just ... He thought he regained more control by accepting he non-platonically wants to kiss George, but is beginning to think it might be the opposite. Yeah, no Even though the lyrics of the song are interspersed throughout the fic, it's done so in a way that it actually adds to the fic and, you know, fleshes out more of what's happening rather than takes you away from the immersion of the fic like a lot of song fics tend to do. So it's really nice to read, actually. Oh, gosh. Oh. For the first time ever, I find myself wanting to return to it. Why? George asks, exasperated. I thought it terrifies you. It does. Dream reclines back into his bed. Please don't push me, George. George pushes. Then why? Because I want to see you again, he says. George pauses. His voice is faint. Do you really mean that? Yeah, the boys. I kind of realized how much I wanted to meet you. I know what you mean, George says. I felt that after I dreamt about you. Oh my, the pining is just dripping off of these words like freaking molasses. Okay, we're getting to the dream now. When you described to me, it looked the same. The what? The what? Feels forever haunted by that ghastly thing. What thing? Oh, the mask? Probably the mask. Talking about the mask, yeah. Oh, maybe that's also a metaphor for him not being able to be his true self and unable to feel super vulnerable. Wow. Well, he breathes. You kissed my forehead. The dream freezes. He did what? Oh, is he gonna spill that they kissed? Dude, if you do this, there's no going back. He wants to tell him everything. How George had touched his mask in his mind too. How he kissed his mouth and wanted to kiss him everywhere. He knows he could. He'd even blamed it on the slip of his unruly tongue. Yet, there was a boundary he has to walk upon, teetering from side to side, never choosing to cross in fear of losing George. He knows he won't. Damn it! Oh shoot. He opens his phone, navigates to Snapchat. A slight selfie. It doesn't show everything except part of his jawline, his neck, and tufts of hair sprawled on the pillow beneath his head. He even replaced the image, my god. Holy sh**! Are you blushing again? George's response is amorous. Do you want me to be? The air is taken from Dream's lungs, his eyes wide open. Oh my gosh. Yes, he professes, deciding to use George's words against him. I like you better that way. What are we doing? That's what I want to know, buddy. Okay, we are now a quarter of the way through the fic. Chapter 4, Mirage. Oh, he's going back to the lagoon. Gotta love Sapnap. Aww. Okay, well, Sapnap's voice softens. You know you can talk to me, right? I know you're kind of closer to George these days, but I'm still here. His heart pangs. No! As for me and George, that's the problem. George, I'm not sure. George, Sapnap reiterates, confused. George, Dream confesses, laced with isolated warmth and gentle sorrow. Oh, he knows! Officially now. Obviously, he kind of knew before, but now it's confirmed. Poor Sapnap. I'm saying that you probably, had these feelings for him before, Sapnap says. Dream swallows. Maybe you have a point. Either way, I'm in the now, expecting the word yes to get caught in his throat. I want him. Sapnap coughs awkwardly. It's my lunch. It's so loud, Sapnap. What is that, taffy? I'm not hungry, Dream says. Sapnap makes a noise of disbelief. It's a really sweet peanut almond mix with strawberry jam on rye bread, toasted. He feels a grumble in his stomach. God damn it. I really like how the dialogue and the character interactions are handled because it just feels so natural. Scattered or off. This one, it just goes easy. I really like it. Maybe he wants you too. Consider it, Dream. Oh no! He said the other day that the phone beeps twice. God damn it. Of course his phone died. Pivotal tension. Way to go. Hey, George sent me. Haven't really talked in like a day. Is everything okay? Did I do something? No! It's fine, Dream texts. I liked hearing your voice. Subtle. It's hot, George said. Dream chokes on his water. Not, it's not. Oh my god. Freudian slip, my friend. I've seen parts of you. He raises his eyebrows. You want to see more? George says, yes. The arrow lands right into his heart. What do you want to see? He types slowly, breath becoming uneven. Oh. You have nice hands. Oh, is this going where I think it's going? It explodes in Dream's chest all at once. How badly he wants to grab a fistful of George's hoodie, kiss him senseless and lower him to his knees. Wow. Always a joke. Never serious. Never real. Never honest. Are you sure about that? Oh, nightly phone calls. Okay. I just realized I probably should have been doing a British accent for George this entire time. Your laugh is so genuine. Infectious, George says. You have no idea how much it makes me smile. I should make more excuses to call you then. I'd like that. George mutters. Oh, George, he says, throat tight. Can I ask you something? Oh, sure. He lets the electronic hum fill the silence for a moment, then he takes a breath. Okay, chapter 5, Plunge. It's funny, even though objectively not a ton is happening in this fic, it's just Dream's struggle to deal with his feelings for George. It's still engaging. Oh no! In the past, you've been excited about coming to see me. Is there a reason you aren't now? Why did you have to ask that? George asks in one breath. Scared what will happen when I do. The wind outside roars past his window and the air is taken from Dream's lungs. Into the stuffy room wafts the faint smell of storm. Symbolism! Sorry, are you worried it won't live up to your expectations? Dream prods. No, George says. I'm afraid it will. Hopes that George doesn't expect poorly of him, what he looks like, or who he is in real life. No. It's raining. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. It's a break. It's a break. A break? George asks for clarification, and Dream can hear a faint amusement. And the heat wave, Dream rasps. When it's broken, it'll go down. The heat will go down. I'm gonna say it again, but symbolism. There's been an understanding in this tension, hence the break, and then... I think I'm scared of getting too close to you, he says. I think I've recently figured out why. The rain falls steadily. Dream's face grows unexpectedly warm. You talked to your mom about me? Yeah, George mumbles. I talked to her about the important stuff. His stomach flutters. I'm important stuff? You are! I'm getting so invested in this. This is hilarious. I haven't had rain in a while. Clay, George timidly speaks up. Can you describe it to me? He blows out a hot, shaky breath. He'd do anything George asked him to with that tenderness in his voice. Maybe it'll rain when I come to see you. Dream's eyes widen. What? His pulse begins to race. When you... What? I think I'm going to visit, George promises. You've convinced me. Oh my god, I'm going to see you? You're going to see me, George echoes warmly. In real life, in Florida. Yes, Dream, but I have sort of one condition to make it less stressful. I'd like Sapnap to be there too. God damn it. Okay, that's good, but oh, poor Sapnap, just third wheeling. He isn't upset over the addition of Sapnap as he expected himself to be. His presence releases tension from Dream's gut. It may be easier for him to avoid how George makes him feel if Sapnap can be his buffer. He hopes Sapnap knows what he's agreeing to. George screenshots things for blackmail. Don't do it. That's evil, Sapnap says. What did he screenshot? Dream blushes. Nothing. Nothing, George hurries. Their call falls silent. God damn it. I can't wait to see you idiots interact in person, Sapnap says. Oh, I hope you know what you're stumbling into, buddy. Seeing George being able to talk to him and laugh with him and touch him. Oh, the burn nest is back. Oh no, and the blackout hits. George laughs. I'm still streaming, Dream. Oops. Oh, they're flirting. Oh, just us now. Oh no! It keeps like, okay, I feel like I'm getting edged right now. It's always like, oh, a little bit. Is it gonna go spicy, spicy? No, not spicy, spicy, spicy. No, not spicy. Dream thinks of the limitless power that he has in his situation. Only George can hear him, but finally, he'll be able to understand what's been missing from their text and calls this whole time. Bum, bum, bum. And here we approach the halfway mark of Heat Waves. Chapter 6, Darkness. This night complicates Dream and George's connection, and day brings future changes. Ruh-roh. Hear Dream right now. Oh, what is Dream gonna do to this poor boy? His voice intentionally slows to a gentle rumble. Or do it make you feel something? Oh, I'm dying. George suddenly lolls his head to the side as an inhale drags his bottom lip between his teeth, radiating heat and a sudden restlessness Dream has never seen before. Heat waves, it's all coming together. How is this flying under the guise of friendship? Jeez. So I'm very touchy, Dream assures. I've been told plenty of times I don't really notice it unless I want it enough. His breath hitches. With you, I want it enough. Oh my god, I ran ahead a little bit. I wish I could feel you. George's breath deepens in my hands. Dream watches George's jaw incline, warm and real. Throat raw, so hard that you can't remember your own name. Maybe then you'll understand what I mean. The phone slips from George's hand and clatters against his desk. He's stunned to silence, mouth attempting to pass over invisible words. The fire in Dream's heart roars. I can't talk anymore. The chat runs rampant. I'm sorry, guys. George stammers finally. I have to end the stream. Sorry. You're adorable, but man, you're dense. You just flirted with me while hundreds of people watched. Flirted? Don't act dumb. I'm not. You're a genius, Dream. How else would you know exactly what to say to get me? George cuts himself off sharply. Dream's breath is hot. To get you what? George is bound to snap. He has to. So you just wanted to watch, George mutters finally as you turned me on. That's cruel, George says. Can you imagine if I did that to you? If I told you that I wanted to feel you and that you need to be kissed, would that seem fair? No, Dream manages to say, you don't know what I look like. Hearing you is enough. Your voice sounds like fire. It burns. Oh, the heat. I'm a mess. Oh yeah, George says. Prove it. Oh. Even with nearly half of his features hidden, his cheeks are glowing red and his jaw glimmers with light traces of sweat. The muscled shape of his shoulders and peaking chest hair are captured by his fitted dark gray shirt. His disheveled locks have clearly been tugged on. He sends it. George opens it. Jesus, you look like you could crush me. Well, you are kind of small. I mean, yeah, you're hot. An incorrigible noise of surprise leaves Dream's throat. He claps a hand over his mouth. What was that? George says, followed by a light chuckle. What the hell? The call's done. Somehow he makes it back to his holy cathedral of cathartic emotions, the bathroom. Uh-oh. Dream presses 2 warm fingers against his lips. It feels like danger. He screenshots it. George rapidly responds. Ugh, go to bed. Oh, wait. Hold on. Dream bites his lip, amusement tangling with arousal. Oh, he'd hung up, was going to grab some tissues from the bathroom and peacefully put himself to sleep. But George sends him another photo. It's of his own hand, fingers long. Dream wants to bring him to his mouth. He wants to taste them, probably smaller than yours. Ah! George types, I think you'd leave bruises. Dream clenches his jaw, replying, they'd look good on you. Oh no. He's not gonna be posting for a while for personal reasons. Interesting. How did you sleep? Dream says slowly. Fine, George answers. How about you? He glances at the crumpled pair of boxers several feet in front of his grandparents. Oh, no internet. Dun dun dun. Well, let's think of something else for you to look forward to then. Something sunny. George doesn't miss a beat. Like you. Oh. 2 plane tickets to Florida are purchased. Let's go. Chapter 7, Feathers. In his isolation from George, Dream seeks out the help of a friend. This has got to be a dream sequence. In his lap, balancing lightly against his thigh, is a hunting knife braided with leather and iron. He's always showing up in people's dreams with weapons. He sinks to sit next to George, watching as the knife is tossed to the floor. This isn't real, is it? George's motions still for a moment, and he turns to face Dream with hesitance. It is if he wanted to be. Oh, I've never wanted something like you. No matter what I do, Dream says, you find me here. George doesn't blink. His voice is slow and thoughtful. Because you reach for me. It's eating me alive. George's touch brushes against Dream's mouth in a sensitive symphony. Whoa, then let it, George breathes. Ah! What are you afraid of? All these descriptions are just perfectly building images in my head. It's wonderful. You're free, George says and kisses him. Dream's lips move to Milligan's. Oh, the moon in George's throat and the burn on his lips. He's home for once, clinging to the only person that has made him feel whole in eons. Carefully, George wraps his arms around Dream's back and holds him too. Dream wakes up devastated. God damn it. Oh, it's the second day or second night or third night George has been gone. He tried to not let it consume him at first, cleaning his house, participating actively on social media, and an accidental trip to his camera roll forced him to rediscover his screenshot of George's deceitful goodnight. You are being haunted. The birds survived this storm, thank goodness. The purple martins were young and delicate, but bold enough to withstand the downpour. Doll, like your love for George. The fact that it's almost September and they're apparently visiting in September just makes this feel so much more like, oh, it's almost like we're living the fic, guys. Oh, I'm pathetic. Oh, and we're bringing up marriage again. Marriage has a strange stigma, like it's unbreakable, which it's not. He shoves the memory of his mother's laughter deep in his mind. No! But a life partner. I could see myself having one of those. A life partner. You reach for me. Chihuahua. Oh my god. Oh shoot, don't throw up, buddy. There's something that I could bring up, but I don't know if it's going to help you or not. It might be bad IDK. Dream frowns. What do you... It's up to you if you want to tell me or not. Alright, Setnup says. Dream doesn't receive a text for another few tense minutes. He's never sure what Sapnap knows. He and George have spent plenty of secretive hours on TeamSpeak together when Dream's been busy. He wonders if they talk about him. Must be nice to know you exist. Sapnap sent him a paragraph. Dream carefully passes over the words as they descend to the screen. He rereads and rereads. His hands begin to shake. He can't think. He can't breathe. Before he knows what he's doing, the notepad of confessions to George is open beneath his trembling fingers. Sapnap told me what you said, he writes. I know what you said. What? Oh, this has got really interesting. Chapter 8. You. Ooh, that's off to a great start. Oh, so it's been 2.5 days since that revelation. He's grown weary of chasing after that which destroys him until he's left in raw silence, burned to the core. Jesus, I love this. Gosh, it's so vivid. It's wonderful. Dream, he reads from Sapnap with his phone held high to block the cloud's glare. Get back to me when you can. It's all up to you if you want to tell me or not, Dream had typed. Sapnap's wall of white bubbles begins with, all right. I didn't want things to get messy, he wrote, but it seems like you're hurting right now, so this is all I have. The night before we did the chess thing, I was on call with George, and we were joking around about something you'd said about his face cam earlier that day. He made a comment that he's glad that stuff doesn't bother him anymore. And when I asked him what he meant, he said he used to have some kind of feelings for you when you guys became friends. He was very clear with me that it was a short thing that went away completely, and he's happy it did. We haven't talked about it since. I thought you might want to know. I'm sorry if this is and you had feelings for me, he remembers writing late in the night after he scavenged Sapnap's text for every missing detail. Whatever chance I had, I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. I missed you, didn't I? This is heartbreaking. Even if it came and went, Dream felt he'd been proven right, and it dripped down his throat like glory. Oh, I love that. Oh, he's watching the chess game. Of course he is. Uh-oh. And he is slowly becoming familiar with beyond wanting forbidden tastes and commanding touches. Wow. Oh, his mom called. Dream parts his lips and tells her everything. She accepts it with gentle solemnity. Okay, so this is like all the typing stuff he has. Oh no. Oh. Oh no, 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 no. Dream. Buddy, what did you do? Chapter 9. Throne. Text went through. Friggin' text went through. Oh my god. The horror coursed through his blood and... I'm feeling the anxiety from this. Jeez. God, I'm starting to get sweaty. Why the did I do that? No, 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 no. Everything they have because he felt lonely. Help. Dream says my neighbor just spent like over an hour drilling, so hopefully the lighting hasn't changed too much. Oh, his words sharply cut back when he feels moisture dripping down his cheeks. No. Shaky fingers release his arm and gently dab at the unrealized tears, warm and sparse. In the darkness, he can make out their faint glistening on his fingertips. What was the message? Sapnap asks, tinged with a softer tone. Dream never hears outside of their wet-eyed moments. Here to freak out, and God, with what is in there, he's going to hate me. This is why you don't do this, kids. Holy I am actually low-key cheering up over this. The little message got sent somehow. I don't know. Whew, okay. Okay. Oh, fudge. Oh, no. It definitely sent, and he read it. It says he read it. Yeah. Oh, yes, service now, that prick. I'm dead, Dream says. It's probably not as bad as you think. Oh, God, yes, it is. His hand finds his hair in anxious grasp. Sap, it totally is. This is humiliating. I can't believe this is actually happening. I'm so stupid. Stop beating yourself up for caring, Dream. Oh, frick. God bless Sapnap in this fic. Oh my gosh. So, Sapnap speaks up. You did a thing on accident. I did, Dream says in a whisper. The acceptance of it is trembling and terrifying. And you said you don't feel ready to talk to George about it. God, no. Then chill for a bit, Sapnap says. Right now, in the next 5 seconds, what can you do? I really told him everything, Dream says quietly, and relief begins to lift him in. Have I hurt who I love more than I've hurt myself? Stop. I think I'm starting to feel like this was inevitable. I don't know. Like, no matter what I thought or said or did in the past few weeks, it was always going to bring me here. Even when I first met him, I was supposed to end up here, though I didn't know that for a long time. I woke up with an intention to look at his phone, to clean the laundry and filth he'd been lounging in, and to try to pick up the pieces. Yeah, you take care of yourself. Self-care. Breathe deeper, and his hands lost their tremble. Good. The honeyed edges of truth singe and soothe his tattered heart. Gosh! He can't undo it. He can't fix it. He has to put himself back together. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Dream, George directs, his voice unreadable. Can I talk to you? Okay, around chapter 10. Chapter 10. Chapter 10. For this, I'm gonna bring out the abomination Tycon. Now, please. George disconnects from the group call. I've been thinking about you nonstop, and I can't remember the last time I felt this way about anyone. Some part of me needs you. Collected in his life, how many he's created from dust and unset letters. This is reading gorgeously. God, I can't get over the writing. You're worth it, Dream says. Every second of it. You live in me, George. Almost brings him to his knees. The flames. I am in love with this writing style. His lips part helplessly. The small wobble in George's voice grows. And you looked right through me. Can't be a life partner, right? Couldn't be that, could it? God, that's tragic. The realization pushes Dream further into oblivion. How did you f up this badly? But you, I want you in every way I can have you. I got, like, chills from the tenderness. You aren't joking, George asks slowly. His eyes flutter as the anger eases itself from George's words. How long have you not been joking for? It's been a hot second. A while without realizing it, he says, but I started to let myself around the time of the chess stream. Oh, I'm going to kill Sap now. Not if he kills us first. Things are going better. Things are getting resolved. It's okay. I was looking forward to talking to you the second I got back, you know, George says quietly. All week, everything I saw that was pretty or thought of that was funny, I meant to tell you. It rained when I was there, Dream. I wasn't sleeping well and it woke me. The grass was all dewy. I laid in it for a while. Fudge! Dream remembers how he oozed into his lawn and the buzzing heat carved empty after days of silence from George. Did the same hurt push him to feel the wet farmlands too? This is so pretty. I thought you cared more than to do something like this. I spoke too soon. Mother fudger. I've been such an idiot, George. I'm sorry that it came from such a dark place. I would have done it all so differently. How would you have done it differently? I could have sent you a nice letter, Dream says, his words soft. Just wait for it to go. Ah! What are we supposed to do, Dream? George asks with tremors of faraway fear. At this distance, with their different lives, of their friendship, of the long late nights and hours of calls and close jokes and frustrated bickering, the clumsy workaround of time zones, schedules, personal gray matter. Bows remorsefully before the gold-plated throne. What? George touches the axe gently to the base of Dream's skull with one fatal swing. Setting up could be right. His destruction is their undoing. Justice is their unmaker. Oh my gosh! This might be too much. Blade cuts to bone. Dream's head drops. It's just so fast. I think I'm ready for that. For you. George whispers, I'm not ready for you. Oh, the pain. The pain. It hurts. Did I take any reference? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? This fic has everything. You don't think it's a good idea to be anything more than friends. I can't even hit this hard because my body feels like a limp noodle right now. Line now, you guys are never gonna be able to get over each other. Write me another note. That is wildly unfunny. You sure you want to talk about this? Yes, George says. And adds faintly, please. Oh, you guys are never gonna get over each other at this rate. You're only gonna add fuel to the fire, boys. Oh, he's telling me about the spicy dream. Wanting to melt me. God, the frickin' melting metaphor. Oh, words warm and hesitant as he says, not yet, maybe. Not yet, Dream echoes. Even though it's not yours now, that doesn't mean it won't ever be. Hope and pain blend together in a breathless half-step of his racing heart. This isn't a no, Dream. George continues, it's a not yet. Second to last chapter, dying. Chapter 11, negotiations. I can't, not now. I'm going to spend forever rethinking what I'm about to say. But I don't think I could try either. That is not, I thought you cleaned, Dream, come on. Between purple farm mornings and afternoon rain. Did George feel fear? Figuring it out as we go, or until we feel like it's right to revisit it? Pretend like it never happened? No! I can lose whatever the this is now, but I cannot lose you. Give it time. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Just it's adorable, shut up. All right, they're setting some boundaries. That's good. Figuring it out. You know, a bunch of them are convinced you had run away with me. Dream begins to travel down from the top of the stairs each, that would be nice. It's just dumb. Oh, poor boy. I really do want to see you, and I have for a long time, but that's going to be too soon. You don't have to come. I'm confused. I don't know if you want to be in the middle of this more than you already has. Freaking Sapnap, poor guy. Sapnap is the MVP of heat waves, everyone. Him and Patches. George, he begins slowly. Do you ever feel like you're not who you're supposed to be yet? Like you're almost there, he says. You can see it, but can't become it. It's frustrating, George agrees in a whisper, because you feel like if you want it enough, it should be here by now. I'm going to miss this so much. Birds, the freaking birds! Aww. He breathes, takes the nearby landline in his palm, and makes 3 phone calls. One, to the therapist he hadn't seen since he was young and gangly and brooding. The next, to his mother. The July sets warm yellow hands on his shoulders as he slides the phone back into the receiver. His chest aches and his eyes burn. He lets himself move forward. Oh, again with the burning, the heat. Baby, don't cry. Oh, freaking heck. Better to have now than nothing. Better to have not yet than never. Oh, Florida's back on the table, it seems. Bless Sapnap. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. He'll be rooted for 3 weeks in a September. Oh. Oh. That was beautiful. Okay, I don't want to spend too long talking about it just because God knows how long this video already is, but I really enjoyed that. But it was wonderful. I really liked it. If you're the type of person who wants a fic with like intense world building and huge external conflict, this isn't for you. But if you're someone who likes character analyses, getting into their head and just seeing their struggle, their motivation, what makes them tick, this is a wonderful fic to scratch that itch. I mentioned this before at the beginning of the video. I'm pretty particular when it comes to fics just because style is very important to me, and this was an absolute joy to read. I will say I enjoy the parts in Dream's head where he's going over what he's feeling, why he's so torn up. They're streamers, and since this isn't an AU, you can't really avoid talking about the stream stuff. The imagery was lovely, the sentence variation. I can practically guarantee that this Heat Waves is leagues above a lot of the YA stuff that's being published nowadays. It reads so well. No wonder people love it so much, and so much fan art is dedicated to it. That is tricky to do, and I commend the writer for that. It's like they took the emotions that Dream and George are feeling and used that as like the emotional tethers that hold down all of the super metaphorical pretty stuff, you know? Sorry if I'm not making much sense. I've been sitting in this chair for like hours on end, and I'm still just reeling over this fic because, wow, I definitely want to go back and reread it if I can. And on top of that, there's a sequel. I don't think I'm gonna make a video reading through the sequel just because, 1, it's not finished yet, and 2, I kind of just want to enjoy it on my own time, but I am most definitely reading the sequel because I need to know what happens in Florida. Oh, thank you to everyone who pushed me to read this because, wow. That you want me to read, I definitely could give it a shot. For instance, I have not read In Another Life yet for Haikyuu, and I know that that one's really big. So I might do that one. I might bawl my eyes out. We'll see. 안녕.